Hi everyone. This is part 8 of my project for my company that I work for. Two guys and a passport. Hoping to again go out on my own and branch off into my own franchise eventually. So that's what this um, cash flow and revenue projection is all about. The section focuses on partnerships, again, the cash flow, and just some of the performance metrics. Goal was to analyze financial sustainability and also the scalability of the company, especially that this is just going to begin as a side venture, like a side hustle. And I will continue to work full time in education. So just kind of keep that in mind as we go through. So this was kind of looking at the good scenario. This good scenario kind of reflected a really conservative side hustle build, just kind of building it out over 3 years in 2023. The largest investment is the franchise purchase and initial office setup, which currently is about $10,000 to get going. Commission growth just remains modest, tracking kind of towards roughly 15 to $20,000 by year three. Marketing investment continues sort of steadily to build the early clientele, uh, friends and families, but a little bit beyond that. There's a small early cash deficit, but by year three, retained earnings kind of stabilize in the business. So this model really sort of prioritizes low risk, but a slow and deliberate growth. And then kind of moving through the better scenario, um, this assumes a stronger sort of referral momentum, some repeat customers, because this is a commission-based model with pretty relative fixed operating costs. The additional revenue sort of creates an operating leverage. So as bookings increase, the net cash flow improves pretty significantly year over year. And this scenario reflects what happens if referral networks and some of the milestone travel segments begin compounding. And then looking at the best scenario here, um, this scenario sort of models a higher scalability through group travel, through milestone events. Since there's no storefront and no payroll beyond commission splits, incremental revenue doesn't dramatically increase costs, which is, a good thing for this particular model. By year three, and then kind of projecting even into year four in this particular model, cash flow does accelerate. And to me, that demonstrates the strength of sort of an asset light, but commission-based structure. So I do have more my documents that I will include how I was doing these projections and making sort of these scenarios. In terms of the hypothesis, my hypothesis was that a commission-based franchise really does significantly minimize operational risk. Startup costs are pretty manageable compared to like a brick and mortar model. I believed as a side hustle build, this is feasible alongside my full-time role, and a clear sort of 3 to 5 year path exists towards stronger profitability. How I sort of tested that, the experiment. I built 3 year cash flow projections using actual vendor data from the current model that I work for, the two guys in a passport. I modeled good, better, and best scenarios to sort of stress test some of the assumptions. I separated investing versus operating costs to clarify capital requirements. And I also tested marketing spend sensitivity just to sort of understand how client acquisition impacts sustainability. Some of the insights, sorry, it's kind of sticking there. Some of the cost structure insights, the biggest learning was sort of the classification clarity. The franchise purchase is a one-time investing activity upfront, $10,000, possible increase. And then there is a year-to-year percentage based on marketing and based on some of the commission that you bring in. So the recurring franchise fees and marketing are that operating costs. and then become investing costs. Early marketing may drive some short-term losses, but ultimately growth sort of creates operating leverage as the revenue outpaces fixed expenses. The most important insight is that this is an asset light structure. I sort of mentioned that before, and it significantly reduces a financial risk, which to me is major as I sort of take this on myself. The customer conversations, what I heard. So strategically, I'll focus sort of on higher value group bookings. Um, I interviewed customers and they confirmed the value sort of proposition that busy professionals really want something that they trust to handle logistics. Group planners, they feel overwhelmed. Frequent travelers value expertise over going through some sort of discount company. International travelers, they prioritize having a single point of contact when things go wrong. So these conversations, as you see, are some of the quotes. These validated that trust and advocacy are major differentiators. The financial implications, I think these insights translate directly into financial stability. Higher booking value obviously increases commissions. Repeat clients create some predictable cycles, and then referral growth lowers customer acquisition costs. So the model shifts toward a high lifetime value relationship strategy rather than one-time bookings. And then some of the things that I was thinking about in terms of updating my business model canvas. You see the red changes here. This updated BMC sort of reflects the financial learning that I was doing from part eight. So in red, I added clearer cost classifications, distinguishing one-time investing costs from some of the recurring operating expenses. I refined partnerships to include the technology stack and the referral networks. I strengthened revenue streams by trying to emphasize operating leverage and repeat milestone travel. And then I also incorporated performance metrics such as commission tracking and referral conversion. And so what changed from February is not the vision, but it's more of the financial discipline behind it. And then you have here just the clean, updated version of the canvas reflecting those refinements. And then, so that's sort of it. So, just in closing, I want to thank everyone for just all the thoughtful conversation and discussion throughout the course. Want to wish all the best of luck to all of you in the final 2 weeks as we sort of wrap things up for this quarter. And I look forward to any feedback that you all have on this project. Thanks so much.